Most of us earn our first income in our teens or 20s. When there is an income, there needs to be an income tax to be paid to the government in most countries. This is followed by the cost of living expense, most of which is recurring every month. There is also a cost to maintain and enhance our lifestyle. What remains at the end of all this is the savings, which is the free capital in our hands for investments. Over time, we have a desire to buy something expensive like a car or a house, and we realize that our savings are insufficient. What do is we take a loan from the bank. This means there's an additional expense of the interest that needs to be paid along with the loans. This increases our expenses and further reduces our savings. Let's call this the money train and the sources of income as the engine for this train. Every engine needs a fuel. One such popular fuel is time. We work a few hours in a week or a month and receive an income in return from another individual or an organization. An alternate way to use time is to create assets. An author of a book is an example. Every time the book is sold, the author receives a royalty for the asset that he created. Assets can also be created using capital. This is by owning a property or buying bonds or shares of companies. What is the source for this capital? The savings source the capital, which in turn enables us to buy assets which can generate income. If savings can be so powerful, does it make sense to have savings at the end of the money train? What if we move savings ahead? That is, we save before we plan our next vacation. Depending on your motivation to fund the capital through savings, you can even consider moving savings ahead of the recurring expenses. The next step is the most difficult step. By now, you may have guessed what is coming. Eliminate loans. Eliminate loans of all kinds, from dreadful credit card loans to humble home loans. By getting rid of the temptation and the need to take loans, we have reached the most ideal state in the money train of our personal finance journey. In these steps of moving savings from the end of the money train to almost to the beginning of the money train, we have achieved a few important milestones. Prioritize savings over expenses, financially prepared for the surprises in life, and thirdly, a giant step towards financial independence, that is, the freedom over the most scarce resource in our life, which is time. Subsequent videos will focus on making all of this happen and how to use this capital to acquire income generating assets. If you found this video useful, like it and subscribe to the channel. You can also tweet or send an email.